Hey, it's Kyle from Books and Boards. Today is Sunday. It is September 7th, and it is day 21 of my video challenge. Today was mostly a family day. I was able to get a little bit of work done. I got caught up on some reports, and I was able to grab another load of games. Um, if you've watched any of the other the recent videos, I've talked about how the backstock board games have kind of taken over our dining room, and we are in the process of moving as many of those over to my parents' basement as possible and kind of treating that as like a secondary backstock location. So I was able to get quite a bit of that done today. I should be able to get that finished tomorrow. One of my September goals was to have it done by the end of September, and I am right on pace with that. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about, I've mentioned in some of my other videos about keeping a positive mindset, and it kind of came up again today, especially with some of the things that were going on. I see a lot of people complain about eBay and the sales they're getting, and most of the time they blame it on eBay. And I just want to tell those people, I get it. I totally get it. I'm there too sometimes. Today, at about 2 p.m., I checked our store and we had one sale for $15. That was it. $15 total. Sale of the item plus shipping. $15. And I've been doing this for a while, and we've been consistently at about $400 a day on eBay pretty regularly for the last couple months. And so to have one sale for $15 at 2 p.m., it kind of caught me off guard. And of course, my gut reaction was, what is eBay doing? Why are they doing this to me? What's going on? I went straight to the computer. I checked my store. Tried to make sure everything was running fine. I'm like, did I get a Vero? Did something happen where they took down my listings? I checked my store. Everything was running fine. I actually checked some of my listings to make sure they were popping in search, and they were. And then I kind of stopped myself. And I remembered, like I said, I've been doing this a while. This happens from time to time. Maybe it is eBay. Maybe eBay did something to promote listings. Maybe they tweaked something in the algorithm or search, the search results. I had to remind myself that this is out of my control. There's nothing I can do about what eBay does. Was this them? Maybe, probably. Is there anything I can do about it? No. The only thing I can do is list consistently, list things that people want to buy, and do that over and over and over again. That's all I can do. And I checked myself. I'm like, I've been listing consistently. I'm listing the same games that I always do. With a few new things here and there, but 90% of it is stuff that I have sold before, and I'm at the prices I have them listed at. So I know that's not the issue. And I had to remember that I had to trust the system. The system I have set up works 99% of the time. And that means, if you do the math, there's going to be about 3.5 days out of the year where my system doesn't work. And today was just going to be one of those days where the system probably wasn't going to work. And if the rest of the days, if I can't do the math now, but the 300 plus days where the system is working, if it means that just 3.5 days out of the year it doesn't, that's pretty good in my opinion. So I was able to kind of squash my little mini panic attack, and sure enough, over the last couple of hours, the phone's been going off. We've been getting $30, $40, $50 sales. We're up over $300 for the day. We'll probably hit 400, probably go over. And if I hadn't checked my store until right now, I would have had no idea that we were at a one sale for $15 at 2 p.m. I would have had no clue. I wouldn't have had a mini panic attack. I wouldn't have had negative thoughts going through my head, negative thoughts about eBay, about what I'm doing. I wouldn't have spent 20 minutes trying to see if everything was okay in my store. So all that to say, you got to stay positive. You got to stay positive. You got to trust your system. Don't blame eBay. It may be eBay's fault, but blaming them isn't going to do anything for you. It's not going to solve your problems. You just got to trust your system. And if you don't have a system, I highly recommend developing a system for your process, for your business. Because when you have a system set up and a system that you know works, it kind of takes the blame game away when you're having a slow sales day. You don't need to sit there and feel like outside factors are affecting you because you have a system that works. It just means that 1% of the time it might not work, and that's pretty good. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Tomorrow is Monday, so I'll kind of give a overview of what the previous week has looked like for us, and maybe some things that we're going to be working on this upcoming week. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.